JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, 12-year-old boy and grandmother shot while in their bedroom. A 12-year-old boy and his 64-year-old grandmother from the Elshore Park community in Portmore, St. Catherine, were shot inside their bedroom early Saturday morning. Their identities have not yet been released. Preliminary report from the St. Catherine South Criminal Investigation Branch stated that the incident occurred around 3:10 a.m. After the police were summoned, they were both assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where they were admitted. 2 cops among 7 shot in Clarendon and St. Andrew. A police constable is among 6 people receiving treatment at hospital following a gun attack in Palmer's Cross, Clarendon early Saturday morning. Reports from the Mapen police are that about 12:05 a.m. the cop was among a group of patrons at a round robin when 2 armed men entered the premises and opened gunfire at them. The assailants then reportedly robbed the serving area before escaping. Lawmen responded to the shooting, and the constable and another male patron were taken to hospital in serious but stable condition. The others were treated and released. The police high command has urged its members to exercise vigilance at all times, given the violent nature of the environment in which they work. Investigations are ongoing. Another policeman is also in hospital after he was shot and injured while on an operation along 7th Street in Greenwich Town, St. Andrew, Friday night. The Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit has confirmed the shooting. Police sources say the cop was on patrol when a group of men opened fire at the police team. The lawman was reportedly shot in the chest and leg. He was said to be wearing a bulletproof vest. His attacker, an unidentified man, was shot and killed during the incident and a firearm seized, the police reported. 2 shot in drive-by at gas station in St. Andrew. A male and female were rushed to hospital on Friday evening after they were shot in a Total Energies gas station on Washington Boulevard shortly before 9 p.m. Residents say the couple were seen sitting in the car close to the air pump at the gas station. Reports are that about 8:50 p.m., 2 men on a motorcycle drove up and the pillion opened fire, hitting the 2. According to residents, the man had multiple wounds to the head while the woman had a wound to the chest. According to a source, the woman was conscious and told a resident a phone number to call my son, please. The man was unconscious when they were taken to hospital. Cops shoot man accosted in Havendale homes. A man was shot and injured when he reportedly attacked the police after being accosted, illegally entering 2 Havendale St. Andrew homes. Police said members of the St. Andrew North Division responded to a call that 3 men were seen jumping a wall along Morningside Drive in Havendale. On arrival about 1:10 p.m., the police team was met by residents who informed them that a man dressed in a white merino and blue jeans pants broke onto a construction site, removed assorted items, and made his escape onto an unfinished building along Havendale Drive. A team of cops approached the man, who then jumped to another premises on Flemington Drive, where he was confronted by another police team. The man reportedly attacked members of that team with a knife and was fired after. He jumped back to the other premises, where he was confronted by the first team. He reportedly attacked members of that team and was shot. He fled and during a search was later found suffering from gunshot wounds to the lower abdomen. He was admitted to hospital in stable condition. 2 dead in Clarendon crashes. 2 motorists have died as a result of injuries they received in separate accidents between Friday night and Saturday morning. The first crash occurred at the intersection of Myriad Avenue and Jacob's Hut about 7 p.m. Friday. It involved a Toyota Succeed that was heading in an easterly direction and a motorcycle going south. It is reported that the motorcycle made impact with the left front section of the vehicle. The motorcyclist received injuries to his head and was taken to the Mapen Hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. In the second incident, a white Understream was traveling along Bustamante Drive in Lionel Town about 2:40 a.m. Saturday morning when the driver, in exiting a minor road, drove onto the edge of the sidewalk and the vehicle overturned. A 65-year-old male occupant received injuries to his head. He was transported to the Lionel Town Hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. It was not immediately clear how many other occupants were in the vehicle. Their identities have not yet been released, as their families are yet to be notified. Cops recover chicken feed stolen from truck hijacked in Old Harbour. Swift action by the police has resulted in the recovery of more than half the 600 bags of chicken feed stolen in Old Harbour, St. Catherine, on Thursday. A man has so far been arrested in connection with the seizure. It is understood that a flatbed international truck was transporting 600 bags of chicken feed and fertilizer to Spalding, Clarendon, when occupants driving in a grey motor car on a section of the Old Harbour Main Road signaled to the driver that he had an oil leak. The driver pulled over and made checks, but saw no oil leaking from the truck. When he attempted to reboard the vehicle, 2 men accosted him, tied him up, and placed him inside the truck and subsequently drove the vehicle away. The robbers reportedly drove the truck to a location on East Road, Kingston 12, where other men were waiting. The men, the police said, unloaded some of the goods from the truck. They were, however, accosted by a team from a popular security company, which responded to the robbery and went to the area. Upon seeing the security guards, the men made their escape in several motor vehicles. One suspect, however, was held by the security personnel and later handed over to the police. A motor car driven by the suspect was also seized. Police arrived at the scene and later found the stolen truck on a football field in the same community, with 442 bags of feeding and fertilizer. 4 alleged car thieves remanded. 4 St. Catherine residents were remanded in custody after appearing in the St. James Parish Court on Friday in connection with the theft of a woman's motor car. 19-year-old Tatiana Champagne, along with 29-year-olds Sharon Harrison, Odane Bright, and Sharon Anderson, have been charged with motor vehicle larceny and receiving stolen property. According to court records, about 7:10 p.m. on February 13, the complainant securely locked her Toyota Axie motor car in the KFC parking lot across from the St. James Parish Court. She returned to find it missing. She reported the matter to the police, and the tracker on her car led them to a section of Coral Gardens where they found the partially scrapped vehicle in bushes. A Toyota Belter sped away from the scene and was intercepted in the vicinity of the Iberia Star Hotel with the 4 suspects aboard. A bag containing the complainant's personal items was also discovered in the Toyota Belter. After the allegations were outlined, the clerk informed the court that the case file was incomplete due to the absence of a statement from a police officer. Presiding Parish Judge Keisha Grant used Friday's court appearance to advise the 4 defendants to seek legal representation. "You're going to remain in custody until the next court date. I was told you're not from St. James, you're from St. Catherine. That does not make you eligible for bail," she told them. Once hired, the attorneys could apply for bail on their behalf, she said. They were remanded in custody until March 30. And them charged following gun seizure in Kingston. The police are reporting the siege of an illegal gun in West Kingston and the arrest and charge of a man charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition is 21-year-old Joel Bailey, otherwise called Andem, of Wellington Street in the area. The police report that about 10:30 p.m., lawmen were on an operation along Wellington Street when they visited a business establishment. Upon their arrival, a man was seen running from the building, according to the police. He was accosted and searched, and a Raven .25 pistol, along with 5 9mm cartridges, were found in his possession. Bailey was taken into custody and subsequently charged. JSE terminates SSL's member dealers agreement. The Jamaica Stock Exchange JSE on Friday terminated its member dealers agreement with Fraudit Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, effective immediately. This means SSL will no longer be allowed to trade on the exchange. SSL is currently under investigation for the defrauding of multiple clients, which includes World 100 meters record holder and sprint legend Usain Bolt. Former employee Jeannon Panton, who is on trial in connection with the alleged fraud, was slapped with multiple charges recently, arising from the theft of billions of dollars from the investment accounts of more than 30 clients. Panton on Friday was denied bail when she appeared in the Supreme Court. Hundreds of St. Ann residents benefiting from improved water supply. Some 600 households spanning 7 communities in St. Ann are benefiting from improved access to potable water following the commissioning of a 50,000-gallon storage tank in the parish. The $17 million glass fused to steel bolted tank, located in Liberty District, replaces an old 20,000-gallon capacity metal structure that had deteriorated. It serves Liberty, Roadside, New Banks, Tanglewood, Lewis, Coolshade Housing Scheme, and Heartland. The project, which involved installing new interconnecting pipelines, has improved the reliability and quality of water supply to the communities, including elevated areas, and reduced energy consumption and the National Water Commission NWC network. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Matthew Samuda, who commissioned the tank into service on Thursday, said that the facility has doubled secondary storage capacity for the people of Liberty and its environs. He noted that some 33 tanks are being erected as part of a $600 million investment to ensure that secondary storage is improved across the country. These milestones are important nationally because it is a recognition that the money being paid to NWC for water bills is being reinvested in your infrastructure, Samuda said. He urged the residents to take care of the system and to encourage those who benefit from it to pay the bills on time. If you're aware of anyone who is brazen enough to try and steal the water, advise us as well, he said. NWC's Vice President of Operations, Kevin Carr, said the tank's commissioning is in keeping with the agency's commitment to provide reliable and quality service to Jamaicans. He noted that the savings to be realized from the project will be used to provide more reliable pumps, standby generators, and installing renewable energy systems so that we can be more efficient in serving you. Liberty District resident Paulette Scott welcomed the new tank, noting that the beneficiary communities are experiencing more reliable water supply. Portland woman charged for December arson. A 22-year-old Portland man was charged with arson in relation to an incident that occurred in the parish on Monday, December 19, 2022. Charges Michael Burke of Prospect Land Settlement in the parish. A report from the Port Antonio Police revealed that about 4 a.m., the owner of the premises left home for Kingston. She later received a call from her friend who informed her that her house was on fire. On Wednesday, February 15, 2023, Burke allegedly approached the woman, then confessed and apologized for burning down her home. She reported Burke's confession to the police and he was apprehended. He was subsequently charged with the offense on Friday, February 24. He is set to appear in the Port Antonio Parish Court on Tuesday, February 28. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.